Whoa, what's up, guys? You guys are tuned in to Flexfitjourney. We have a special guest that we're going to be working out with today. I met him here at the gym during our hamstring day that you guys could, tune in and watch right here. His name is SuitcaseJames. He has a multitude of businesses, and I'm pretty excited to get to, have the honor of working out with him and getting some pointers on business. Hopefully, you guys get something out of this as well. And this is gonna be a great one. Leave it like that. We're gonna start it off with some cardio once he gets here, and then I'm gonna let him, give you guys the whole rundown on who he is and how he started his fitness journey and what it means to him, and as well as some other things. But let's just get into it. Like I said, I watched some of your content. It's really good content.
Thank you, man.
I saw your YouTube shorts,
Yeah.
your Instagram reels. And I went through, highly professional,
Thank
great.
you, man.
I went through your link tree. I saw how much, man, entrepreneur. So I was really amazed. I was like, dang, man. So this is great.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah. So James, Suitcase James, by the way, on Instagram. Make sure you guys, follow him on Instagram. But you won't mind just giving the audience like where you from and like what's your background, man?
Oh yeah, so I am from Asbury Park, New Jersey.
Okay.
Transitioned to South Carolina in 2012 for college. I went to Benedict College.
Okay.
And graduated 2016, got into entrepreneurship 2020.
2020. Oh, during COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So my wife was an entrepreneur first
Yeah.
for maybe 6 to 9 months prior to me. She became a realtor, and I was challenging her to be better as a realtor, and she kind of was like, well, if you think it's so easy, you do it. So I come from a working family, so entrepreneurship was never in my cards. Never imagined myself working for myself. Didn't even know it was possible. I come from Section 8, oldest of 5. Had no idea you could own property, had no idea you could own businesses.
Inspiration.
I knew, well, really drug dealers are entrepreneurs.
Let's be honest, though. Let's be honest.
Probably the best entrepreneurs,
It's true.
to be real with you, but that's what I saw as work for yourself. Because my family and what I'm around, but I didn't perform into that because I knew that would lead to either jail or the grave.
Yep.
So entrepreneurship came along by my wife. Her family, she comes from a family of entrepreneurs, so it was kind of easy for her to transition to it.
Yep.
It was harder for me to get into it, but once I got into real estate, March of 2020, I quit my job probably 4 months later.
Okay.
And since then, man, just been rolling, picking up new businesses, new ideas, investing in mentorships, and just getting around the right individuals.
Right. So, like you said, you came from, Section 8, man, and you went, but still, you ended up getting into college. How'd you
Right.
get into college?
Oh, that story is funny, man. So, so I graduated high school 2010.
Okay.
I went to community college because that's what you do. You go to college after you graduate. Never wanted to go to college at all. So in community college, I pretty much dropped every class I could just to stay enrolled.
Right.
And when I transferred 2 years later, I had 8 credits.
8 credits.
8 credits in 2 years.
How?
And a 1.9,
Wait, what?
1.9 GPA. I'm
Okay.
telling you, I dropped so many classes just to stay enrolled because you get a refund check.
Oh.
So I made sure I stay enrolled so I get a refund check back. Other than that, I didn't care. So, with my wife calling right now.
Okay.
Let me answer real quick.
Yep.
That one. So had a 1.99 GPA. And in 2012, I applied to Benedict College. I had 0 intentions of getting accepted. I just did it because a friend of mine was thinking about going to that school in South Carolina.
Yep.
And I applied and they accepted me. So I just looked at that as a sign from God. Because I had a 1.99 GPA, why would you accept me to the school?
Right.
So at that point, at that particular time, I sold my vehicle. I had like a 2001 Altima for like $400. Got $300 up front. I was supposed to get the 100 before I left for school. Couldn't find a guy.
Oh, scam.
Right. So had $300. Half of that went for my bus ticket. 18 hours on the bus to South Carolina. And the other half I had to use for while I was here. So when I got here, they
Damn.
classified me as I was still a freshman because I had 8 credits, but I wasn't a true freshman. So I came here a week too early. So they told me I had to go back home. So I just came down on the bus, 18 hours by myself, never even been to the state, never even looked up the school, nothing. And you're telling me I gotta go back home. I don't have a way home.
Man,
Right,
you were homeless?
In a sense, for a couple hours, and they had a guest house for international students that come over, so they can get their green card and visa, right? Put me in that house with them, so that I'll have a place to sleep.
All right.
but I didn't have a place to eat. So I had to spend the money I had before I got in school. Get to registration day a week later. Of course, I didn't have $150 because I had to eat for that week. So they tell me I actually had to pay to register for school. Didn't have it, family didn't have it. Luckily, I made some great connections down there that first week
That's crazy, man.
they helped me out. So
Your people skills must be on point. They got to be on point.
I'm just an honest, genuine person, man.
I respect that.
Like I'm just genuine with whoever I meet because it's like you never know who you're gonna run across. You never know who you can help and inspire. You never know how they can help you and inspire you. So just be real, be yourself.
Be genuine. Okay, and then what started your fitness journey? So
Fitness, yeah.
A little bit backstory on me asking this question. So I watched some of your stuff, and man, I think so. Within that, you said something about cardio, and then how I feel like whenever you do cardio, you're like, man, you in the zone, like you manifesting, like you be in the zone. So what started that?
So what started that really was so of course I played sports growing up.
Yep.
Played basketball, baseball, a little bit of football, but mainly basketball and baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I actually was supposed to go to school for baseball. That ended up not happening, but and basketball too. But yeah, really just I've always been working out on and off my whole life, like high school and up. But in my adult years, I actually took it serious because now I'm looking at people that are my age that look like they're 45. You know, just by not taking care of themselves. Mm-hmm. And I'm also a vegan as well. I've been a vegan for 14 months now.
Man, that's
straight.
What?
14 months straight. So
now we gotta talk about that.
So I got into that, and then working out came hand in hand with it. It's like, okay, now I need to build muscle, lean up, and then start running more so I can definitely get my wind up, my heart health. Mm-hmm. And I started paying attention to health more once you get older, because that's when problems start to hit.
So true.
So really just got into that just by, and it helps me be focused in my businesses. It helps me be focused in life, period, just by being consistent with something.
Told you guys, man.
Like seriously, like whenever I don't run, I feel horrible.
Yeah,
I feel bad, man.
Like you missed something,
yeah.
Man. I understand that. You know, when I first started my fitness journey doing this, I started with cardio, man, running. Yep. I would get on that Stairmaster, man, sometimes for 10 minutes, sometimes 25 to 30 minutes. You know, gradually it went up. And I'm not gonna lie, when I like to listen, whenever I'm on the treadmill, I like to listen to certain artists. Right. Because certain artists, I feel like they're like manifesting artists. Like, I know what Kanye said, if you listen to his music is the key to self-esteem and confidence. Yep. I can believe that. And then
his movie is crazy, man.
He has a movie.
Yeah, the documentary.
I need to watch it now.
Yeah, his confidence is insane. Like from when he was a nobody.
And that same confidence I see with you, with how you moving. Yeah. Man, you're structured. Oh yeah. And the way you moving, man, is like I can see it. I can see it. Absolutely, man. So hey, you know what? Let's get into like the next step or the next part. We're gonna get into doing some legs, man. So
let's do it.
We'll hop on that squat rack and let's get it.
Let's go.
So today, what's in my mind today is be all you can be. And to me, what that means to me is that like, I can do whatever the hell I want to do. I can achieve whatever I want to achieve. I can be who I want to be. I can do whatever, I can do anything. I just have to believe it. I have to do it. I have to apply it, man. And that's what I'm doing every day, which is why now I'm on a fitness journey, running at least 2 miles a day, at least 3 to 4 times a week. Soon get that up to 5 days a week, 2 miles a day. So that's 10 miles a week, man, and getting physical clarity, mental clarity, thinking positive thoughts every single day, no matter if negative things arise, just thinking positive, man. It's so much more to life. Like, if I was on my deathbed today, would I be thinking about anything negative that happened in my life? No.
Do it ugly.
Yeah.
All right, so doing it ugly was something I got from one of your Instagram reels.
Yes, sir.
Where you post a lot of inspirational content, but you also post a lot of informational content when it comes to business. And whenever you said do it ugly, I got from that was basically like, hop in, you got one life, give it a shot, you mess up, learn from it, and refine the process.
Absolutely, that's it, man. That's it. You got one shot at this thing called life. I say it all the time. Man. So like whenever fear presents itself, I just say do it. Just do it before you think about it. And whatever comes out of it, comes out of it. You're gonna learn something from it.
I know exactly. You gotta learn something out of it.
You're gonna learn something, man. So yeah, do it ugly. Just like Kelly Holmes, great.
Kelly Holmes, is that an athlete or?
Nah, she's not an athlete.
It's a she, okay.
It's a woman. Dope, super dope brand, man. Do it ugly. She's also a speaker too. We have fun. Look up on Instagram, Kelly Holmes, and you'll see all. She posts motivation stuff too, and posts the brand and the clothes. And it's actually dope. She got some new tracksuits that just came out.
I see James putting in that work, man. It's pretty tough. We're doing 6 sets of heel elevated squats to really target the quads. Yeah, you see James feeling it. Suitcase James, everybody.
Yeah, y'all. It may look like I hit the gym, but not. It's probably day 2 in like the last 2 or 3 months. Mainly been doing a lot of cardio. So doing outside running, a lot of trail work, and stuff like that. More so for my mental. More so for mental than physical. And of course, that also came with physical. So it's been dope, man. So if y'all see me struggling, y'all know why. Because this is not new to me, but I gotta get back to it. So I'm gonna go 185 for this 5th set.
I ain't gonna lie, man, this is tough.
And then go 240, 225 for the last set.
Okay. You know, talking with James is very sobering for me. Him doing the cardio, the way he described cardio, how when you really get the cardio, you really develop what's called a runner's high. Especially whenever you're a man, focus on your purpose, you're moving the right way. It helps you to initiate what to do next, what goals you want to obtain. So I'm telling y'all, Suitcase James, y'all better follow him. Man. He's on YouTube, Instagram, and on his Instagram has his link tree with all the different endeavors that he's doing. Y'all check him out and copy his ebook.
Oh yeah. So my Instagram, you'll see all things financial literacy, lifestyle, fitness, definitely a lot of mental things like that. So follow me. There's a lot of free information on there. I also have ebooks on business credit, personal credit. I don't have an ebook on my rental car business. I need one, but you can always schedule a consultation with me through my link tree. If you have thoughts about starting that, I kind of give you the goods, bads, ins and outs, things to avoid, but then get into that business. And of course, if you don't have a business set up like an LLC or anything like that, we help set that up as well the correct way. A lot of people set up LLCs and have that personal information attached to it, so that puts your family at risk because anybody can look up your LLC and find any information on that LLC. So be careful about how you set it up.
Like for instance, you said like we set it up, don't put your personal address on there.
Correct. You'll like this one open right here. Yeah.
Perfect right there, yep. There are amazing things on the other side of fear.
Yes.
When you said that,
yes.
That was intense to me. You know, your story about how you left, went down to South Carolina, all right, sold your car. That was like, that's like a good example of that.
Yeah.
Doing this is a great example of that. Explain that.
Yeah, man. So when I say that, it's like growing up, I was kind of like in fear of a lot, just from unexposure and lack of information.
Yep.
So I feared heights. I feared airplanes. I feared going outside, not making it back home. Just from where I'm from, I feared a lot growing up. And once I started to just go after things I feared, like now, you can't get me off a rooftop. You can't get me off the top of a mountain or in an airplane. Like that fear opened up so many doors for me just to like now be able to go out and speak to people like him in public. Like I was very quiet as a kid, so you know, just unlock different parts of my life once I start tackling every fear one by one. It just trickled down to who I am today, man. So like fear will keep you in the same place for a very long period of time until you make the decision to say no more. No more, and you got to push through. You got to get to it.
Right.
So fear is a very strong drug.
You said fear is a very strong drug.
Absolutely, because it's like you're in fear of something that never happened. Like it never happened to you, but you're in fear of it. Like let's say if you have a fear of swimming, you never drowned before, so it's like you're in fear of something that never happened to you. So go out there and try to swim. You may love it after a while once you start doing it. So
yeah,
fear is a drug, just like sugar, man. It's an illusion. It's an illusion that something is going to happen, but It will only if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. There's nothing you can do to stop that.
Yeah,
Like life is going to happen to you. So it's just like just go experience it, man.
You know, I think we're just birthing the fear and not giving ourselves a shot. We've been trying or going into that business endeavor or whatever, or talking to that person, and fear holds you back a lot. You know, a lot of things in this world, you need a team. How do you acquire a team? Man, you gotta just live. Don't live in fear. Just live in what? What should you live in? It's not abundance.
Live in, be grateful. Every day you wake up, be grateful that you have the opportunity. Like whenever I'm in fear of something, I pray to God, say, God, thank you for this opportunity to do whatever I'm doing. And that helps me with whatever fear it is. Like when I started flying in planes, I didn't take my first flight until 2019.
Oh, wow.
In the past 2 months, I've got on probably 7 flights.
7?
The past 2 months, literally.
Oh, wow.
So it's like fear and thanking God for whatever you're about to witness or go through will help if you believe in God and stuff like that. It'll help you put the weight on somebody else so that you can have a free, clear mind and go ahead and do what you need to do. Yeah, I just went to New York like 2 weeks in a row. Went to Vegas, Colorado,
Yeah.
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, Houston. So I was
Okay.
from anywhere.
Was it for like family or was it like business?
Vegas was a friend's birthday trip. I'm from Jersey, so I went out to Jersey to visit family, and we ended up going to New York. Then I flew back up the following week, went to Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day
We had
weekend?
like a boat party,
Yeah.
like three level yacht.
Yeah.
They
You
had
said
these-
3-level yacht?
Yeah.
Hey, so who are these people you know? I feel like you know some people, man. Like, how'd you meet these people? Was it through
How
college?
did I meet
or-
them?
College, or you got into the
So
network?
when I became a realtor,
Realtor. Oh, you were a realtor? You're a
yeah, I'm
realtor?
a realtor. I became a realtor first. That was my first business.
Okay.
My wife and I are a real estate team in South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
So when I became a realtor, I did well at that.
Yeah.
Initially, that's how I was able to quit my job in 4 months. And started to meet people from there. And then the more and more I got involved in business and mentorships and stuff like that, you start connecting with different people. Once you talk to somebody, you can kind of, I'm not gonna say you can tell if they're genuine, but it's kind of, you kind of feel it. You know, if they're being honest with you or not about who they are. And you just start connecting with people, and people you gravitate to just start to learn from them, and you teach them whatever you can teach them, and that's how bonds and friendships and alliances grow. You can't make it alone. You have to make it together with somebody or some team.
Like-minded people.
Yeah.
Like-minded is definitely the way.
Oh yeah.
Man, you inspired me. Yeah, this is. We're gonna do one more set, and then last exercise and be done here.
Yeah. I'm definitely done with the legs.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Hey man, I'll tell you, like I say all the time in all my videos whenever I'm doing leg day. I hate legs, but I can't afford to, to have a gel body. For all you guys who know what a gel body is, it's having all the top parts all nice and developed and having no legs. We gotta have the legs to match the top.
Couldn't hit 15 on that one. I got cool 10.
Okay. Sweet. Ask you about your ebook.
Yeah.
How'd you make that?
So I actually made it on Canva.
On camera?
On Canva. It's a website called Canva.
Canva.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I designed it myself, wrote it myself.
Yeah.
And I just kind of really everybody in my industry always tell me, yo, you need some type of digital product to sell. You need something to sell because you're giving out a lot of free game, giving out a lot of knowledge, but it's in pieces. And people don't want to read pieces. They want to actually just go to the source and figure everything out. So I initially wrote a personal credit ebook, just something very simple. Because a lot of individuals don't really know what certain things are on your personal credit report or how it works, so how the scores work, and how you can build your credit fast and things to do with that. So I just put information there with that one first, and then I got into business credit, and I'm like, this is an untapped space. So I need to educate my community on that too. So I created an ebook on that, and I give out a lot of vendors in there on how to build your business credit in as little as 60 days or less to receive either 80 payback score or higher. And that's pretty much a 700 personal credit score. So you can go out and get whatever loan you want with the 80 payback. So yeah, so just really just having that, sitting on the information, giving it out free, which I mean, if you look at my content, everything on my ebook is on my page. Everything is there. But you won't know because you won't have to go through a whole bunch of different stuff to figure out this information.
You gotta like sift through.
Yeah, you sift through everything. I mean, not every single piece on 100%, but a vast majority of it is on my page.
All right.
That's free content. But if you want it all in one swap, where you read through and you do every step by step, if you follow step by step, about 45 to 60 days, you will have an 80 payday score, without a doubt.
You said.
Yep.
Tell me if this is like something you can't do. Let's say you're in debt, right?
Yep.
Personal debt. It's not a business debt.
Yeah.
And let's say you get a business credit open.
Yep.
And you swipe that business card to pay off all that.
Shift it over.
You can do that?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do that.
Absolutely. That's
Hey,
what you do because it's not reporting to your personal credit. Well, don't get a Capital One tap card because that reports to your personal credit. Business card. That's business. I think them and Discover are the only two that report to your personal credit. But every other business credit card you get don't report to your personal credit. So you can go ahead and just move your personal debt over to those business cards. And businesses like to see that you're holding debt on these cards because it shows that you're actually using the card, and it'll get you approved for more funding in the future.
See, this is set up right. All right.
Golly.
All right, you go.
All right, let's get it.
He has to get 28.
Nope.
There's 4 right there. 5, 6. Notice he's controlling, working his breathing. That's the right way to go about it, honestly. Here we go. There we go. Come on.
12.
Come on. Come on.
Woo. Can't do it today, y'all.
All right, y'all. Flex thing right there.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
It feels right there. And then boom. All right, y'all. Peace.